Weaving.
Weaving is the craft of placing fiber together to make a fabric or clothes. Weaving often involves using a loom to hold of thread or yarn, although it can also be done by the hand.
Embroidery.
Embroidery is art of decorating fabric of other materials using a needle and thread or yarn to create a stitched design.
Crochet.
Crochet is a needlework technique that involves using a hook tool to create textile, in turn connecting loops or yarn, thread or other materials.
Knitting.
Knitting is a textile craft that involves using needles to create fabric or interlacing loops or yarn or thread.
Braiding the fabric.
Braid is made by interlacing 3 or more yarns or fabric strips, forming a flat or to very narrow fabric.
Textile art in the Philippines.
Filipino artistry and creativity are evident in various art forms, but what makes the weaving culture distinct is its power to unite people as strong, resilient communities bound by living tradition and colorful textile patterns and motifs.
Panilian. Panilian is the Ilocano of northwestern Philippines, is well known for their hand weaving, a tradition with ancient roots, with the capas or cotton as the main material. They use the petal loom, locally called pangablan, employs several weaving techniques and have numerous design and pattern.
Bontoc weave. Bontoc weave is a textile art from the Bontoc community of the mountain province in the Philippines that uses the idea of centeredness to symbolize balance, order, and permanence. Bontoc weavers use a variety of techniques to create their textiles.
And the young Bontoc girls typically begin there, training by learning to weave the blanket, or edging, which is the simplest part of the cloth. Pia. Pia is a traditional Philippine fiber made from the leaves of the pineapple plant. Pineapples are indigenous to South America but have been widely cultivated in the Philippines since the 17th century, and used for weaving lustrous lace like luxury textiles known as naipis fabric.
Let's learn more about textile art.
Functional clothing, upholstery. This category of textiles is produced with a functional goal in mind. They offer function and utility and are made to be utilized in daily life. Shirts, dresses, and jackets, for instance, used to cover the body, whereas upholstery is used to cover or cushion furniture. In order to endure wear and tear, these parts are frequently constructed with durability in mind. Decorative, such as sculptures and wall hangings. The main purpose of decorative textiles is not functional utility, but rather aesthetic appeal. These items, which are frequently utilized to adorn a location, could be sculptures, tapestries, or wall hangings. Here, the emphasis is on the creative or visual element, which gives a space personality or atmosphere. To create elaborate designs, they might use a variety of methods, including as weaving, embroidery, or fabric manipulation. Conceptual, such as performances or installations. The purpose of conceptual textile art is to communicate concepts or ideas. These could include performance art, where textiles are a major component of a live experience, or installations, which are big, immersive works frequently seen in galleries. In order to highlight the artist's intention and encourage viewers to interact with the piece critically. These pieces may examine topics such as culture, identity, or social issues.
Printing. This technique allows for intricate, precise design to be printed directly into fabric. Sustainable materials. Increasing awareness of environment impact has led artists to prioritize sustainable materials. Mixed media. By incorporating elements such as embroidery, beadworks, and even non-traditional items like metal or wood, textile artists can create rich multidimensional piece. Recycled materials. The use of upcycled and recycled materials reflects a commitment to sustainable and creativity. Artists use discard fabrics, plastic, other materials. Asian civilization. Early textile art seen in Egyptian line, Greek tunics, and Chinese silk was highly skilled and often symbolic, reflecting the cultural and spiritual values of each society. Medieval tapestries in Europe. Large intricate tapestries depict history events, religious stories, and daily life, serving both decorative and educational purposes. Modern art is an art movement that emerged in late 19th and early 20th century. It was characterized by a shift away from traditional style to a more abstract, experimental approach to create works of art.
Textile art uniquely challenges traditional notion of art, bringing focus to elements that are less emphasized in other art forms. Let's explore each concept and artistic style along with a description of how it manifests in textile art. Key concepts in textile art. Tactility. Textile art engages the sense of touch, making the material texture an essential aspect of the viewer's experience. Unlike painting, where the surface is often smooth, textile art invites tactile exploration. Artists might use rough, soft, or layered texture to evoke different responses. Example, Sheila Hicks creates fiber art installations with layers of yarn and thread, offering a richly tactile experience through materials alone. Materiality. Textile artists highlight the physical characteristics of the materials used, such as fabric, yarn, thread, and other fibers. The choice of materials becomes central to the artwork's meaning, often carrying cultural or historical significance. Example, Chiharu Shiota uses webs of string to create installations, emphasizing the material's lightness and strength, symbolizing connections and memories. Craftsmanship. Textile art values the traditional skills of weaving, knitting, embroidery, and more. These techniques, requiring time and skill, bring a high level of craftsmanship to textile artworks. Example, Diedrich Brackens combines complex weaving techniques to create tapestries that communicate cultural narratives and showcase intricate detail. Storytelling. Textile art often tells stories, whether through symbols, imagery, or motifs. Quilts, for instance, have long been used to tell personal or communal histories. Example, Faith Ringgold's story. Quilts combine painting, fabric, and narrative text to depict African-American experiences and history. Artistic styles in textile art. Abstract. This style involves non-representational patterns focusing on color, form, and texture rather than specific imagery. Abstract textile art allows viewers to interpret meaning freely. Example, Olga de Amaral's tapestries use abstract shapes and colors, often incorporating metallic threads to play with light and surface texture. Figurative textile art depicts recognizable subjects, often people or animals, using stitching, fabric, layering, or woven images to create lifelike representations. Example, Lisa Butler's quilted portraits depict figures from African American history using vibrant, patterned fabric to bring out character and emotion. Narrative textile art uses imagery, symbols, and sometimes text to tell stories. Quilts and tapestries are commonly used in this style. Example, Hannah Hill's embroidered pieces with feminist and personal stories, using textile as both illustration and narrative medium. Geometric textile art relies on patterns and shapes, creating visual rhythm through symmetrical or repetitive designs. Example, Annie Albers, a Bauhaus artist, employed geometric forms in her Guggen textiles, blending design principles with traditional weaving techniques. Expressionist, this style emphasizes emotion and movement through both colors, irregular forms, and layered texture. Example, Magdalena Abacano's large fiber sculptures convey intense emotion through abstract shapes, giving her pieces a sculptural presence and depth. Textile art's blend of these concepts and styles expands our perception of art, transforming everyday materials into complex, expressive works that communicate through touch, texture, and tradition.
I hope you learn more about textile art. That's all. Thank you for watching.